people enjoy eating. However, this statement does not apply to people with eating disorder. People with eating disorder are very obsessed with the thoughts of eating and have intense fear of gaining weight. The two most well-known eating disorder is anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa. Objectives of this intervention is to promote a healthy lifestyle in order to prevent eating disorder. We also aim to introduce eating disorders and raise awareness towards anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa. Lastly, this intervention also aims to amend the negative perception towards body image among teenagers and young adults.
In this intervention plan, we are using design method to guide us plan, describe, and decide an appropriate intervention that related to our topic, which is eating disorder problem. Basically, there are 6 steps involved in this intervention. This is the 6 steps according to the design method. The first step is to decide behavior. The second step is to explore determinants. The third step is to select a theory. The fourth step is to indicate objectives. The fifth step is to generate educational plans, and the last step is to nail down the evaluation plan. So this is our storyboard for intervention plan. Now, we are going to explain further about our intervention plan step by step. Let's begin. Step 1. Decide the behavior change goals for the target audience. So basically, there are 3 things that we need to do in this step. The first one, we need to define and decide the target audience. The second one, we need to decide the health issue and examine the problem. And the third one, we need to decide the behavior change goals based on the problem identified. Targeting audience from an early age is said to be more effective to reduce the prevalence of health issue later during adult. Therefore, we have decided to choose adolescents, girls aged 13 to 15 years old to be our target audience in this intervention program. We are mainly focused on the early adolescents only because around this age, they are experiencing puberty and started to become aware of their body shape changes as their body fat begins to increase. This situation can be the risk factor that leads to an eating disorder among adolescents, which is the health issue for this intervention program. Based on the problem stated before, we are able to decide the behavior change goals for our target audience, where we wanted to increase their knowledge and awareness towards eating disorder problems such as anorexia and bulimia nervosa, increase knowledge towards healthy eating habit as well as long-term effect of purging and excessive laxative consumption, increase self-acceptance and confidence, increase their perception towards positive body image, and last but not least is to decrease exposure to social media, which has shown to exhibit bad influence toward body image.
Moving on to the second step, which is exploring determinants. This step of the intervention aims to explore determinants of change for the targeted behavior. There are 3 types of determinants which most probably have the greatest influence to the changes of targeted behavior. The first is motivational factor, following with facilitating or capability factor, and environmental support for change. There are 4 motivational potential determinants in this intervention, which are social media, social norm, self-efficacy, and self-evaluation. Facilitating action determinants include knowledge and skills.
Step 3. Select a theory or create a framework. In this step, selecting theory or framework is very important as it gives a guidance for the program development. Other than that, the theory selected also will focus on the suitable lessons materials that related to the specific determinants. This is to ensure the effectiveness of overall program for the targeted behavior change by at least motivate and facilitate them through appropriate activities. Besides the theory, the philosophy and the program component for this intervention will also be selected. Based on the overall analysis for the literature review and observation, Social cognitive theory, cognitive behavioral theory, and self-determination theory are the most encouraged theory to be used as the theoretical framework in this intervention program. In this intervention program, we have selected and adopts the principle of social cognitive theory in determining the psychosocial and behavioral risk factors of eating disorder, where it emphasized the importance of social and environmental factors. Moving on to the philosophy, the educational philosophy behind this program is based on the belief of young people where they need motivation, knowledge, and skills to withstand from any societal pressure inside and outside their circle, together with the influence of social media where the advertisement of a thin body figure has become the standard body image. This view the societal as the problematic system, and to combat this problem, a system blaming approach will be used in this intervention. And last but not least, the program component selected in this intervention is an after-school program which apply the school and family-based approach.
Moving on to the fourth step of this intervention, which is identifying objectives. So basically, these objectives are specified based on the motivational and facilitating determinant that we have explored in the theory framework. The first determinant in the first category is social media, and the objectives of this determinant is to explain ways to become media literacy. Secondly is the social norm, which aims to describe how body image, advertisement, and perception from the outside can lead to a negative body image. The third is self-efficacy, which aims to explain ways to handle perception and accepting uniqueness of each individual, including themselves. The last determinant from the first category is self-evaluative, and this determinant aims to explain how over-dieting and excessive exercising can affect their body and dieting, and aims to explain how to achieve a healthy diet and healthy physical activity. As for the second category, facilitating action determinant, there are three determinants that we have chosen. First being factual knowledge. Second is the food relation skill, which we aim to apply the healthy eating concept of balance, various, and moderate. The last determinant is the self-regulation skill. The objective of this determinant is to create their own goals for making healthy changes.
Step 5. Generate the educational plan. It is important for every intervention educational plan to have a specific objective for every activity that has more than one season. It must also be ensured that the activities are suitable to the targeted audience, which can motivate and facilitate for their targeted behavioral changes. After taking consideration for all the aspects that may affect the effectiveness of this program, such as time and space, we have come out with several activities that are suitable to be carried out for the targeted audience. This intervention program will have a total of 8 topics, which will be delivered by an accredited practitioners such as nutritionists, psychologists, and assisted by the trained teachers. This program will be conducted for 4 weeks, about 2 topics per week. This program is divided into 2 phases, where phase 1 includes topic 1 until 4, with the goal to provide the necessary knowledge and skills for a healthy eating and lifestyle, to give different perspective and exploration of the social media that could lead to a positive mindset towards body image. Phase 2 will cover topic 5 to 8, which aim the students to apply the knowledge and skills from the previous seasons to be adapted in the real life. Here is the topics, aims, key message, and activity content for this intervention program. As can be seen here, topic 1 is about the introduction to eating disorder. Basically, the main content for topic 1 is to convey the knowledge on eating disorder, specifically on the anorexia and bulimia nervosa, together with the characteristic and effect on health status, and also the list of factors that could lead to eating disorder. Next, in this topic 2, it is more focused on the body image and weight status. It is aimed to promote a positive body image and a healthy body weight status among the students. The activity engagement in this topic 2 are more on practical, where the students will determine their own body weight status based on the steps taught by the practitioner. Moving on to the next topic, topic 3 is about social media and culture influence the body image. It is aimed to educate and implement the media literacy education among the students, so that the students are able to think and choose a better platform and reliable content that will promote a positive influence as well as time management on social media. In topic 4, it is more focused on the practice of eating nutritious food based on the three concepts of balance, varies, and moderately through the application of Malaysian food pyramid and the implementation of the concept My Healthy Plate. Topic 5 are more focused on the healthy and proper dieting, where they will promote and implement a healthy behavior towards overall diet among the students and also describe ways to eat regularly with a specified time to avoid binge eating. Topic 6 are more focused on the application of physical activity pyramid, where it aims to reduce the screen time and increase physical activity among the students for a healthy body and mind. Topic 7 are focusing on the ways to handle perceptions wisely and to accept the uniqueness and qualities of yourself and each individual, and also to promote self-love. The last topic in this intervention program is topic 8, which it focuses more on the efficacy of practicing a healthy lifestyle, which compromise the achievement towards positive body image, healthy eating habit together with nutritious food as well as a balanced physical activity.
There are two components for the process evaluation. The first being the comprehensible and effectiveness implementation of the activity as designed. We look at 4 different aspects in this component. The first being the degree of intervention activity implemented as planned. Secondly is the degree of lesson completion. The third is the attitude of the facilitators, such as the teacher, the nutritionist, or the psychologist, and their motivation and enthusiastic. Second component for the process evaluation is the student attendance, satisfaction, and engagement to which the student received the materials. We will be looking at 3 different aspects. The first being the student attendance, second is the student satisfaction, and the third is the lesson and activity engagement. The evaluation plan for the outcome evaluation, we will be looking at 5 different behaviors. The first being the perception of body image, second is the self-esteem, third is the healthy eating behavior, fourth being the dietary intake to nourish their body and physical activity, and lastly is the knowledge, attitude, and practice of healthy lifestyle.